Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well, and it's time for the player ratings. Another loss to another top six team, and I'm just tired of talking about it. As usual, let me know if you can hear me. Let's wait for a couple of more people to get into the chat so that we can do the player ratings. Hope you guys can hear me. Anyone in the chat, hope you can hear me. Another disappointing them, and then plus United won, so it didn't end as well as we expected it to end. Started well, but it has just drifted off. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me before we get into the player ratings. The player ratings today are gonna be kind of low, by the way. They're gonna be kind of low. So yeah. For the performance, I did a match reaction immediately after the game, and I talked about the starting lineup. I definitely wasn't happy with the starting lineup. Leno, that was okay. Back three, back four, that was literally like a split decision. Some people wanted a back five, some people wanted a back three. So we wasn't really concerned about the formation, but squad, Partey not starting, all that. So that was kind of disappointing. But yeah, I think let's get into the player ratings now. We'll start with Leno in goal. What did you guys think of Leno today? Because I did think like he saved a couple of shots, but for that goal, their goal, he actually saved it and it went directly to their player. And Leno always does that. Like Leno, not always, but sometimes he really annoys me when he does that. Like he handles the ball and then it goes straight to their player. I usually hate it when he does that. Let me know. Let me know if you what you'd give Leno. Let me know if you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, sweetie. Yes, you can hear me. I'm glad you can hear me. It's going to be a very, very low ratings, but a couple of people did very well. So a couple of people are going to do well. Let me just get Leno, the name Leno on screen. Looking for Leno. Awesome. So Leno for me is going to get a 6 for today. Not his best performance, but yes, he did his job, but he should have done better for the first goal. Yeah, the only goal. He should have done better for that goal. He was all over the place a bit. Like every time he saves the ball, he's supposed to punch it farther back from where the guy can get a rebound. Like the gear against United, when Wilson had that shot, like he punched it way past him, like he couldn't get a rebound. So Leno for me today is going to get a 6. The second one I'm going to speak about is going to be Hector Bellerin. Very, very poor. Bellerin was very, very poor today. Is going to get a 3. Can't defend, didn't do much attacking wise. So it's very, very disappointing. As I always said, I support Bellerin, but like he's kind of disappointing me in a couple of games. So Bellerin for today is going to get a 3 and nothing more than that. The next one is going to be David Luiz. I thought he actually did well. He wasn't even supposed to be in the starting lineup first because he wasn't in the starting lineup, but since Holding got injured, Luiz was actually thrown in. So Luiz, did he really play as we know he can, as good or as bad as we know he can? Not really. It's just average, but I'll give him above average. Luiz for today is going to get a 6. I don't know how many of you will agree with that, but Luiz today is going to get a 6. The next one is going to be Gabriel, probably our best defender today alongside Tierney, put in some really good blocks, some really good tackles. So he's going to get a 7 for today. Really, really good defender. I don't know why he didn't start against Liverpool a couple of weeks ago, but he did his job. So Gabriel is going to get a 7 for today. The next one is Granit Xhaka. No, let's talk about Kieran Tierney first. Kieran Tierney, him and Saka on that wing, they make things happen. They defend well, they attack well. Their combination, their relationship seems to be working very well already. So I'm really excited to see what they do for the rest of the season. So Tierney for me is going to get a 7 for today. Definitely could even be higher, but since we didn't really win the game and we conceded, he's going to get a 7. The next one is going to be Granit Xhaka. Now for Xhaka, I don't know. Sometimes Xhaka plays well, and then sometimes he just doesn't show up. Sometimes you really, I don't know what to say. Like, he didn't really stand out to me today. He didn't make any mistakes, but didn't really do anything going forward or going backwards. So that's why he was even subbed off. Nothing was gonna happen with him on the pitch, like attacking wise. So Xhaka for today is just going to get an average 5, nothing more than that. The next one I'm going to talk about is going to be Ceballos. Ceballos, same with Xhaka, nothing much from today. Like, didn't attack that much, didn't defend that much. So Ceballos for today is going to get a 5. I'm hoping these guys improve their game, because since now Partey has come, any of their positions can be in danger. So Ceballos is going to get a 5 for today. The next one I'm going to talk about is going to be Willian. Now, Willian, really disappointing. Like, since the good game against Fulham, like how many days ago? Like weeks, like since game week 1, he hasn't really proved to me that he's under starting spot throughout. No, like mistakes, doesn't really track back when needed, doesn't really show what we need him to show. So he's going to get a 4, and next time I don't even think he's going to start, unfortunately. So Willian is going to get a 4. The next one is going to be Aubameyang, another one who I didn't think he played that well, but he doesn't get any service, unfortunately. The ball is all over the place. Like, he doesn't get the opportunities we want. Yes, he got that chance and he missed it, and that's why he's also getting a 5. But I want Aubameyang to get 6 chances. You know, if he gets 6 chances, he'll probably score 4 of them. So create more than one chance. Like, we had like only 1 shot or 2 shots on target. That is very disappointing. Like, always against these big teams, you can't really get any shots. And there's a time they had 86% possession. So we have a long way to go, unfortunately. Aubameyang for today is going to get a 5. The next one is Pepe. I was actually really crying for him to start, because I knew he was going to give Mendy a problem, but since Mendy didn't start, he also looked lost. That front three of Aubameyang, Willian, Pepe doesn't seem to be working together themselves as individual players, maybe, but put together today didn't really work. Like, I thought Aubameyang was going to be the striker, but all of a sudden he was in the middle. Willian was on the left, then Willian was in the middle, then Pepe was on the left. So it was all over the place. So Pepe today is going to get a 5. I expected much more from him, and even if it was Cancelo, I was expecting much more from him, but at least he did have a shot, so that is okay. For the subs who came on, okay, let me just go through to the ratings I've given so far. Leno gets a 6 for me. Bellerin gets a 3. Luis gets a 6. Gabriel gets a 7. Tierney gets a 7. Xhaka gets a 5. Ceballos gets a 5. Saka gets an 8. Probably even the man of the match, even better than other City players. Willian gets a 4. Aubameyang gets a 5. And Pepe also gets a 5. Most of them could actually be lower than that, but I think it was an average performance. It wasn't that terrible. Yes, we didn't attack much, but that's also according to what we had as the game plan. Like, we didn't do that much. So we were trying to defend. As I told you guys, like, obviously we've been beaten 6 goals, 7 goals, 8 goals over the years. So it's always okay. We've been actually crying for Arteta or whoever the manager was to like play a bit defensively so that you don't concede that many goals. So you can actually understand why Arteta is doing that or trying to do that. So Pepe gets a 5 for today. For the substitutions, Nketiah will only get like a 5. Like, wasn't on for too long. Lacazette also is going to get a 5, just average for most of them. And who else came on? Partey, there's a time like he had the ball and he actually dribbled a bit, and I passed the ball on the left, and he looked very comfortable on the ball and very pacey and very energetic and physical. So that is a good thing. Of course, over the next few weeks, he might prove something to us. So I'm happy with how he did today, but I've also got the yellow card, so he can actually make that a 4. But he did what he had to do. For today, he gets a 5. Now, Mikel Arteta, I was not really happy with today's performance, man. And let's start with the starting lineup. Arteta messed up the starting lineup today. If he wasn't going to, the ideal lineup would have been, if you're going for a back 5, we would have gone for Leno and then Tierney on the left, and then Gabriel. Okay, Saka on the left, Tierney on the left side of the center backs, then Holding maybe, or Luis, whoever, and then Gabriel. And then on the right would have gone for, before the game I wanted Bellerin. Then in the middle, probably Xhaka and Partey. I was actually crying for Xhaka and Partey together. Then up front, Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Pepe. But he decided to go for Willian. I didn't have Willian in my starting lineup for this game, so I was quite surprised that he started. And who else? Starting with that formation, I don't think it really worked out. And putting Partey on the bench, like we've waited for Partey for 2 years, and then we have to wait for him again. Like he's there, but you still can't play him. So that is kind of a disappointment. And the late substitutions, I'm really not a fan of the late substitutions. Like you're 1-0 down, bring in the players in the 50th minute and try and change the game. Don't wait for the 80th minute and bring on Kete and Partey. Nothing will really happen. So Arteta needs to work on the substitutions. And after today, I'm hoping he knows what his starting lineup is. The other day, Cedric played in the under 23s, Pablo Mari, I think, and Smith Rowe, Willock, Nelson. So I wonder who we are going to have. Ozil is not in the lineup. It will be really interesting to see how we approach the next like 6 games, 7 games, different competitions. That will be interesting. So let me know if you're in the chat who your man of the match was. Let me know who your man of the match was. For me, I gave Saka man of the match. Brilliant, brilliant performance, man. Everything looked like it was going to go through him. If we were going to score a goal, it was either going to be a Saka goal or a Saka assist. Like this guy is incredible for his age, like dominating a game. Like our players are actually looking at him, like help us, like the likes of like literally everyone on the pitch. We're actually depending on him. I could see Tierney passing the ball to him. I could see Aubameyang passing the ball to him. Why? They probably think he can actually make something happen, and he actually can. So for me, I'm very, very happy with that performance today. Definitely Andy starts next time out. Next week is going to start against Leicester, another tough game. And like we need to start picking up points against these top teams away from home very soon. Otherwise, City are catching up on the table, United are catching up on the table, and before you know, you lose another 2 games and you're the ones who are 11. So I don't really want that. So my man of the match, as I said, Saka. The one who was really disappointing for me today, Bellerin. Bellerin today was very, very disappointing for me. I'll drop him for the next game. That's what I'd do. Like he's been a bit poor. So those are my player ratings. Some good shows coming up this week, man. You guys just come on Monday and just check it out. Like some good shows coming up this week. Europa League starting, as I've said. Some tough fixtures all over the place. So yeah, tough games. But anyway, again, if anyone is in the chat, I also want to know what you guys thought about this situation with Aguero. Like, what did you guys think about that? I thought it was kind of messed up, like kind of disrespectful. I'd say if it was like a guy like Mike Dean, he wouldn't probably do that. So let me know what you thought about that, and also about where is it? The penalty. The Gabriel potential penalty. What did you guys like think about this? Was it a penalty? You know, with Arsenal, it's never really a penalty. So let me know in the chat or in the comment section after the video. Did you think this was a penalty? Let me know in the comment section, because that was kind of terrible. Keswiti says, man of the match, Saka. I definitely agree. Like he's a baller. That's what I can say. He's a baller. But yeah, really appreciate you guys watching. I'll do more live streams soon again. We lost again, but let's hope we can pick it up from here, like try again in the next few games and get back to winning ways. Of course, we have a good squad. We know we have a decent squad. As long as it gets the lineup correct, we can actually do something. But as of today, we did lose 1-0. Disappointing, but let's try and bounce backward. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.